Alright, we're doing a special evening edition of Market Watch because it seems all the children in the universe got their money and decided to ruin the market. But before we dig into this, I wanted to show off the Sky Striker mat that I ended up getting from D-LUX Playmats. And actually this mat looks really fire. I'm actually kind of excited to get the chance to mess around with this. Little Sky Strikers on the side, all that other little fun fancy stuff. The fabric actually is not bad at all. So you'll be seeing this bad boy running around for a couple of locals videos and things like that. But without further ado, we're going to dig on into Market Watch. And if you're interested in getting a playmat similar to this, I'll leave a link down below for their website as well. So let's dig on into this little special Market Watch, shall we? Alright, what is up guys, I'm 40. We had to do a pretty important Market Watch today, but first off, TradingCardMint.com is giving a special chance to all of you. If you guys want 13% off of your order, enter New Year. I know a lot of you guys remember this being YugiohMint.com back in the day. I would definitely give this a look. If you're looking at getting singles, like I said, enter New Year, you get the chance to save a little bit of money. They have very they have a lot of stuff, like how they have a sold day for $1.19 and stuff like that. This is all just stuff from the new set. So like, if you're looking at getting stuff from the new set, give them a look through, save some money. It's definitely the best actual deal of the year, at least coming from them. So I would definitely check them out. Like I said, enter New Year and you'll save a little bit of money. That's going to last a couple of days here. But yes, jump on that and you'll be doing you guys yourselves big favor. Who doesn't like saving money? Now, the reason why we're doing a Market Watch today, Borrelsword Dragon has shot up through the roof. Today is the day that little Timmy, little Susie, all of those little kids, they just got their game systems, or they got their gift cards, or you know, somebody got some sort of monetary value, and they decided that the best thing to do today was to buy out Borrelsword Dragon. Now everybody and their mother out there is probably looking at this and finding this absolutely hilarious with you. This card needs a reprint. Like, we're at the point now to where this has gotten ridiculous. Like, why is something like Borrelsword shooting up? I'm actually kind of curious to know what Infinite Here, we're gonna look at Infinite too. I'm kind of... Did this card shoot up too? Oh wait, it's got a reprint coming. It would never go up, right? Well, it's still floating about the $84 mark. I mean, we did see these kind of float down. Bells are also floating in the questionable zone too. Yeah, bells are still floating at 50, and I swear to God, that's Droll. Cool. So Droll and Lockbird Ultimates are down to $37. This would be one that I would watch for a little while and just kind of watch, but like, what is going on with these staple cards? Now, Sci-Ho in general has been a relatively interesting set fundamentally, because the other danger cards in here, we've seen Nessie floating around for the longest time. Like, this card doesn't know what the hell it wants to do. This card wants to be $35, it wants to be $30. Today it wants to be $33 for some odd-ass reason. But yes, these dangerous stuff is still floating around. Bigfoot's still floating around 15. Like how Jackalopes are now as much as Bigfoot's. Do you guys remember when Bigfoot was $30? Like, this is crazy to me. And then Cyber Dragon stuff, kind of floating around where it is, but a few people have been warned. They've said to watch Hertz, and this is just some advice from me to you guys, and this from what I've been hearing. Specifically, just pay attention to Hertz. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but a few people are expecting some relatively crazy stuff. And if you want to invest in a very cheap deck still, you know, Crusadia is still very cheap. Like, just because it's the day after Christmas and Borrelsword Dragons are going to cost you your kidney doesn't mean anything. Well, I mean, it does, but that's besides the point. But yeah, everything else from Sci-Ho has calmed down. It's just, I don't know what's going on with Borrelsword Dragon over here. Like, just be educated. Borrelsword has finally done it. He's crossed over into the boundary of the unachievable for the normal player. Now, that's not the only thing that's kind of been going interesting today. You guys remember when I told you that little Timmy and little Susie got their money? Well, we had saw these be $37 a couple days ago. They're going back up, baby. These things are... A $3 gain isn't a lot, but people got that Christmas money now. They're like, ooh, meta deck. Ooh, meta deck. You'd be surprised. So, yeah. Sky Striker engages, creeping back on up to the $40 range. Okay. Widow Anchor's creeping on up to 24. Now... little interesting thing to note here, like, the for hire stuff is still floating around where it is. You've still got 61 listings of these, but, like, they're still floating. I would have expected these to bottom out by this point. It's kind of crazy. Outside of that, things like Vampire Fraulein still floating up, but I mean, like, look how many quantities there are on the market of these. You figured people would start trying to sell these things, but, like, they're just not doing it. But yes, a little bit of gain back here in the Sky Striker side of the market. Now... Praying Kids. I love how there's so few listings of Palace and doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doop. Now, and what else? I'm looking at these cards, I'm like, yeah, there's nothing really to say about these. Yeah, Roaring Roosters, nothing. Like, outside of, like, this and these, like, the deck is fundamentally cheap. And if you got $100 for the holidays, and if you're asking me what I think you should probably go with, I'm probably going to point you to this, but you have to understand that this deck does have a very high ceiling, and you're not going to have a fun time learning it. I know a lot of people are just going to want to pick up something relatively quickly and just no-brain it. Praying Kids isn't that deck for you. Go play Crusadia. Like, you'll have a better time, I feel. Now, I mean, yeah, this stuff is so cheap. Now, Hidden Summoners in general... Rivalry's still $2, Sark's dollars. The entire Mayakashi core, I'm just making sure I haven't missed anything. So basically everything Mayakashi related in this deck, if you want to play Bone Tower, FTK, or whatever it is, for fun. Like, the whole engine is so cheap. Literally, everything is dollars. Like, I don't know if Mayakashi is ever going to take off, but, like, in terms of things... Like, I've made videos talking about in the past, it's like, you should have all that core sitting aside just in case something, you know, pops up. Well, this is the point now that, like, 36 cents, 80 cents, come through and get your play sets of this stuff. You know, same thing with Nephthys. Like, worst case scenario, like, something from the core that you buy goes up and you make your money back later. But, fundamentally, there's no reason not to have the other two cores from this set laying around, especially for what they are. Like, they're so cheap. Moving on along to the what the hell happened. So, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon Ultimate Rares creeped down for a little while. I was kind of watching this for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, these light plays for $12 kind of started disappearing. There's still a good chunk of these, but I mean, we've had more in the past. So somebody's been coming through and slowly eating up the ultimates. I don't know why particularly this ultimate, but it's disappearing. There's nothing else in the Galaxy department that really should be sparking, like, any real, like, wee-woo, but for some reason, just all Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons, like, are a couple of bucks at least. It's kind of funny, actually. Never thought that this card would actually see any sort of play in my time, but there we are. Now, there's something else from this set that particularly has caught my interest. First up, the Winged Dragon Raws were $8. I don't think anybody really fucking expected that. And then, of course, like, the Head of Exodia being $6. There's not a lot of quantities of that on the market either. Now, this is the one that kind of piqued my attention. So, you have to summon this guy through some stupid memes. Like, the thing is like the Meme Dream Machine, but, like, these are a solid $4 a piece for those of you that... This was the Legendary deck, what, 2 years ago? No, it would have been 3 years ago. Yeah, anything like Yu-Gi-Oh related is kind of crazy. Dark Burning Magic, $3. The Eternal Soul, Secret Rares. Like, you wouldn't think that this stuff would be money. See, look, King of the Swamps are even like $1.50s. But, like, if it's Exodia themed, the tradition is that this stuff just starts going up. And I don't really understand why. That collectability is immense, but yeah, fucking the Raws are so much with the Obelisk are dollars. Like, Anybody want to explain that to me? Even like the Obliterate is $1, but those Exodia pieces, or the King Exodia, is definitely creeping on up. Now, as we start to kind of wrap up this market watch, Greedy Bamboozling Gossip Shadow, our homie, it's $37. They're not $47. If you just got the Christmas money and you're like, I really want to play Rongo Turbo, that's your decision. I don't want to guide you on that one, but just be aware that this is where they currently sit. And then last but not least, good old Vampire Suckers coming in about $17 at this current point in time. So, remember, little Timmy, little Susie, don't spend this much money on a Borrelsword Dragon. It's not worth it. It'll probably get a reprint sometime in the future. What do you guys think about the market watch tonight? Sorry, I just wanted to pump out something a little bit special. Tell me what you guys think down below in the comment section. And well, guys, I'm out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.